Yes. Sorry about that delay. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining. I hope everybody's having a great morning. Thanks for being here. I got some friends of my son watching. How you doing, Alejandro? Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, we're going to start off talking about the silent revolution that we're fighting right now. And interestingly enough, let me turn this ring light on because it's so beautiful the way it shines in my face. First of all, good morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Thanks for joining. Get the likes up and share the video as well as comment. I appreciate the comments. So I'm going to talk about some things here that are both political and health related, right? We see that most mature Americans understand that our freedoms are both coveted and envied in the world. And the fact that we have to understand the world from that perspective, right? It means a lot, right? It means a lot. It means that, we understand that there is inequality, that we don't live in a world of equality. We don't want to live in a world of equality. We also understand that with the spread of capitalism and freedom also comes a rise in the Gini index, or the widening of the gap between rich and poor. And we also understand that, the curve goes up kind of exponentially, which means we're at a state right now that the gap between the haves and the have-nots is so wide that we have super duper rich people who are able to do some quite nefarious things with their wealth. And that's just, that's frankly the fact. Okay. And we're kind of seeing the results of that on the political sphere. It's the people versus the ruling class, and the ruling class, they've kind of got one here recently. And one of the attacks that they are bringing down upon us is obviously upon our health, right? With the things that are going on right now that are allowing them to be so restrictive with our lifestyle, right? It's a matter of health, and we understand that. So basically what I want to discuss here is the fact that I'm reminded of China. Coincidentally, I'm reminded of China. I'm reminded of the time in history when they were dominated by Genghis Khan and the Mongolian Empire, and they adapted the bamboo as their symbol. That's when the bamboo became very big as symbology in Chinese art, okay? And politically, what it meant, what General Qin was getting across, was that, yes, we are being dominated by this minority, this Mongolian minority, but the children that our women bear, the children that the women you are raping bear, will be Chinese children. In other words, we have to now use our flexibility in order to deal with the overwhelming power that is exercising control over our lives today. Now, you see how well I can say those things politically correctly and delicately enough to avoid strikes. So let me just get to the meat of what I'm trying to talk about. We are fighting a silent revolution, and that silent revolution is taking care of our own health until such time as we can grab hold of our political machine again in the future. And may that be a near future. And in taking care of our own health, I want to make some recommendations because these few things are part of what make me feel like $1 million on a daily basis. I'm just going to be straight with you. Okay? So let me just do a sound check, make sure everything is coming through. I hope you guys don't mind just a little temporary feedback. Thank you. Yes. Oh, thank you about nice room. This is my office here at the BiomedRx Health Center. I appreciate that. Feedback. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So it does seem that the music is at a good, wonderful. Okay. It does seem like we're at a good volume, and let me get back to what I'm talking about here and make sure my microphone is still coming up at a good level. Now, I started this list. I wanted to keep it brief. I wanted to keep it, a top 10. I wanted to make it a top 10, but I'm not. I'm well over 20 now, and I'm just gonna talk about these things. Apple cider vinegar with baking soda. First of all, I've been doing a lot of cleansing. Okay, I've been doing a lot of gallbladder. I've done a gallbladder flush. I've been cleansing my liver, cleansing my intestines. I've been cleansing out my kidneys, and I feel great. I feel like $1 million. And so now I'm just celebrating with a fast. It's sometimes when you come off of a very effective cleanse, the best thing you can do is just give your body a rest. Give your body a detox, right? Enjoy your state of detoxification with a fast, and just drink a lot of water, and slowly reintroduce, vegetables, and then fruits, and then fish, and then maybe chicken, and then maybe beef or lamb or whatever, if you are a carnivore like I am. But that's the way I do it when I'm coming off of a detox. I come off of a detox, slide into a fast. Doesn't have to be terrible, just 1 day, maybe 2 days, right? Just, a nice water fast. And usually when I'm in the detox process, I'm having a juice fast. But we're going to get to that. Well, no, I might as well talk about it now. What I've been doing is flushing my gallbladder with cherry juice, tart cherry juice. I highly recommend it. Stock your fridge with tart cherry juice. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. And drink it on an empty stomach. Drink it for breakfast. Drink a whole bottle of tart cherry juice in the morning for breakfast. Lie down, roll over on your right side, roll over on your belly, roll back over on your back, and massage yourself right here on the right hand side with a vibrating massager, or what we call percussive therapy. Hit yourself underneath there with a percussive therapy device, and you will do wonders, because the solvent properties of the cherry juice will dissolve the cholesterol, will dissolve the gallbladder the gallstones, and you will pass them. And this is something that's guaranteed to work. So I look forward to seeing some results or some feedback. in the comments below. You got to forgive me. I keep looking, here to my left because this is my parking lot. I'm here in my office at the BiomedRx Health Center, and I have to keep an eye. I don't have my son here today. My son, shout out to my son Kai. Go to his page, Kai Lockett. He's enjoying his mother's birthday, and shout out to his mother, happy birthday. So, in addition to the properties of cherry juice for dissolving gallstones, apple cider vinegar is great for dissolving fat in the liver and getting rid of fatty liver. And if I do anything, I may suck it up and gulp down a couple of swallows of apple cider vinegar and hang upside down and massage my liver, just to dissolve fat in the liver. But as you can see, my belly is flat, so my cleansing has been doing well. It's been doing me well so far. Okay, so if you drink apple cider vinegar, right? If you swallow apple cider vinegar, it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn going down. It's gonna taste kind of horrible, especially in your throat. And it may actually kind of feel a little sour in your stomach as well. But it does wonders for cleansing and also for, like I said, dissolving the fat in the liver and getting rid of the, of a beer belly or a pot belly or whatever. Especially if you chase it, give it a couple of minutes to go down, and then chase it with some Arm & Hammer baking soda. Now, I'm just saying Arm & Hammer. I don't know if there are even other brands of baking soda, but just get some baking soda and chase it, drink it, mix it with some water, and then chase it down. You'll find that the baking soda and the vinegar will react inside your stomach. You're going to have a hell of a burp, and you're going to also find that it's great for alkalinizing your body, alkalinizing your pH. Okay, so it's just good. You're going to find that you're sweating afterward because you're sweating out toxins, or you're sweating out low pH acidity. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is haritaki. Haritaki, Haritaki, is also known as Kadukai Podi in India. It is the mother of all herbs in India, also known as the king of all herbs. If you look at the image of the medicine Buddha, often depicted in blue, you'll find that the medicine Buddha has a haritaki fruit in one hand and a haritaki flower in another, the haritaki plant in another. And haritaki is the active ingredient in about 70% of the Ayurvedic medications in India and Nepal. Haritaki cleanses your body, it cleanses your brain, it cleanses your pineal gland, it gets rid of the calcification of the pineal gland. Haritaki is very, very good, especially taken with turmeric. I'm going to talk about turmeric here in a minute. But if you can swallow 1 teaspoon of haritaki in the morning, you'll find that it raises the amount of oxygen in your blood, and it raises the amount of oxygen in your brain. A lot of the gurus in India say that if you rub your gums with haritaki, that it will help you manifest wealth. Haritaki is also good to mix as a paste and to put on your face and to cleanse your skin and to really give you a nice, smooth, beautiful complexion. I am a firm believer of it. It's Terminalia chibula. It's the fruit, the dried pulp from the fruit of the Terminalia chibula plant, which grows throughout India. So you can get some haritaki on eBay. You can get some haritaki pretty cheaply on eBay, and I recommend that you do. Okay. Black seed oil. Okay. Black seed oil is spoken about in the Quran. Black seed oil is spoken about of having the ability to cure everything except death. And this is true. Black seed oil is a very healthy elixir to take on a regular basis. In fact, I think I'm going, because I'm out of black seed oil, I think I'm going to go and purchase some black seed oil today. Yeah, I'll give it away. I go to Clark's Nutrition here in Southern California. They're a great family-owned store, and they've got what you need. And that's the only plug I'm going to give of free marketing today. Okay. And before I get into the next, speaking of free publicity and free free publicity, right? That I'm giving to others, I think it's time for me to pay the bills. So if you guys don't mind, you should hear a message from BiomedRx CBD.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Thank you. And if you visit biomedrxcbd.com, you can not only purchase our gold label CBD oil and our CBG products, kind of bigger roll, such as the Happy Formula, but you can also purchase vitamins. We have a great line of health supplements, the BiomedRx Supplements line. We have vitamins for all ages and both genders, for men and women.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Wow. So thank you for sticking by and watching my commercials, because it's going to be worth it. I've got a lot more issues to share with you if you want to join us in our silent health revolution. The next thing I want to talk about is bentonite clay. Okay, and I want to give a shout out to my man Darren Smith up in Chicago, Smitty. Okay, I think he subscribed to us yesterday, so hopefully he's watching this. I was talking about this with him yesterday. Bentonite clay is milorganite, I believe it is. Yes, milorganite. It is a product of volcanic ash, and it has a natural magnetic charge, a negative magnetic charge. And what happens with bentonite clay is a phenomenon that we call cation exchange. It's similar to what happens during dialysis, except the charge that bentonite clay has is uniquely suited for drawing heavy metal toxins specifically, as well as other toxins. So bentonite clay is used often in face masks, in beauty salons. It's used in many industrial uses. It's got over 1,000 industrial applications. Because bentonite clay expands 6 times when it's exposed to water, it's often used in ponds, right, at golf courses or people's backyards. So if you line the pond, your man-made pond in the backyard with bentonite clay, when water fills it, the bentonite clay is going to seal it up because it's going to expand 6 times. And so it has a lot of uses. It's also used in the sewage system to balance the pH. is used in it has many uses. So therefore, it's not going to be expensive. When you're purchasing bentonite clay, you're really looking for clarity, purity, and grade. I'm going to talk about grade in a minute, because there is such a thing as food grade bentonite clay, and whether or not it's made for human use at all. So you want to get if you're going to ingest bentonite clay, and yes, you can ingest bentonite clay. Okay, you can drink a little bentonite clay once a week or so, and it will draw out heavy metal toxins that are in your body, and you will smell them when you discharge them in your waste. You can also bathe in bentonite clay. You can use bentonite clay on a big pimple or an abscess, and it will draw the toxins as well as the moisture out of it. Sometimes I get a recurring pimple right on the middle of my schnoz, and I'll go ahead and stick some bentonite clay on it, some wet bentonite clay on it, before I go to bed, and try to sleep with my head up facing the ceiling. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, it'll look like a rocky road. It'll be flaky and cracked because it'll have dried up, but in the process of drying up, it will have shrunk 6 times, right? And therefore it will have drawn out the moisture and the toxins and everything. Bentonite clay is very good for a lot of reasons. People who ingest bentonite clay, the bentonite clay helps them fight cancer, because cancerous tumors feed on heavy metal toxins. Okay, so bentonite clay, definitely. Okay, drink it and bathe in it. When you bathe in bentonite clay, it is a very intense experience, because bentonite clay will remove heavy metal toxins from your body through your skin. And you will see those toxins on the bottom of the bathtub. Bentonite clay is clay, and clay has its own molecular structure, and clay tends to bond with other clay. So you will see the color of the bentonite clay residue in the bottom of your bathtub after taking a bentonite clay bath. But what you will also see is what looks like gunpowder. It'll be black. And if you scoop some up on a business card or something and brought it outside and put it under the sun, you'll see little shiny pieces in there. It will look like gunpowder. And these will be heavy metals that will have been drawn out of your skin during the process of your bentonite clay bath. Bathe in hot water. Mix the bentonite clay in water in a separate container. Shake it up good. Shake it up well so that it emulsifies and it has a consistency of a milkshake. That way it won't form clumps. If you just throw dry powder clay into the bathtub, even if you put it under the running water, it's going to still form clumps, okay? So you don't want that. You don't want it to form clumps. You don't want it to stick to the side of the tub. You want it to be soupy. You want your bath water to be soupy. You want it to be, like soup. So you want the bentonite clay to be well mixed into your bath. And it's okay if the bath is cloudy. You're going to be immersing your body in this hot mud for at least an hour. Immerse yourself into the bentonite clay. And if the water starts to go down, refill it with more hot water and allow the bentonite clay to draw the toxins out of your body. While you're bathing and the clay is drawing toxins out, you're going to feel your energy slowly rising and rising and rising. Okay? I recommend the food grade bentonite clay, the food grade calcium bentonite clay for ingestion. However, I recommend the sodium bentonite clay for bathing because it's more powerful. And at the end of the bath, feel free to take a multivitamin supplement, because what it's doing is drawing out positively charged toxins and heavy metals, but it's also drawing out positively charged minerals that you may need. And so you're going to feel very drained and tired, pleasantly tired, after your first bentonite clay bath and after every bentonite clay bath. But you're also going to find that when you're freeing yourself of the heavy metal toxins that we're all burdened with, you're going to also find that your spirits and your mood are going to become lighter. You're going to find yourself singing songs to yourself and enjoying life like a child again. And that's because we are all, as human beings, being burdened. Yes, I'm going to say it. We're burdened by chemtrails, and we're burdened deliberately by the introduction of heavy metals into our environment. And so this is not only falling on us, it's falling on the crops, and it's getting into the animals, and it's getting into our food, and we're eating it, and it's in the water. And so a very, very important part of what we are doing right now is the bentonite clay detoxification, specifically for heavy metal detox, heavy metals in the body. All right. Reishi mushroom is the next thing I want to talk about. Reishi mushroom, or we call it Chinese red mushroom, or Ganoderma lucidum. There are several mushrooms that are part of the Ganoderma family, but what I'm talking about right now is reishi mushroom, or Ganoderma lucidum. Ganoderma is a very good agent for fighting cancer. Ganoderma was known in China as being, it's called Ling Qi, also known as food of the immortality. It was actually only given to the royalty to eat in ancient times, and it is very good. Ganoderma is very good. I eat Ganoderma spores. I usually have my container nearby, but I don't right now. I should have. Oh, here it is. I purchased Ganoderma like everyone else on eBay, and as you can see, it comes straight from China, right? So this is the bag, and it fights cancer. Okay, it has cancer-fighting properties. It's very, very good. It's very good for boosting the immune system. It's very good for boosting overall health. Okay, and it's an essential part of my weekly regimen. At least once a week, I'll just get a nice tablespoon of Ganoderma spores and just drink it down. A lot of people make tea and, almond milk and all the rest of that. Yeah, if you have to do that, I just ingest. Sometimes you just have to fill your mouth with your favorite juice or other beverage, non-alcoholic beverage, and then take a spoonful and then just put it in there and just drink it down. That's the same way I drink haritaki. That's the same way I take haritaki. Okay. Essiac tea. Okay. Essiac tea is a tea that was developed by a lady whose name is Cassie, right? Her name is Essiac spelled backward. And I usually have some Essiac tea on hand, okay? Essiac tea. Now, granted, it has been a minute since I've had some Essiac tea, so I may have some today. But Essiac tea is also very good for fighting cancer, okay? It's very good for fighting cancer. So if you know someone, and, even if you don't have cancer, or if you don't suspect that you may have cancer, if you know someone who is in fear of being at risk of cancer, then by all means, share with them some Essiac tea. One moment, please. BiomedRx may help you. No, no supplies, sir. We only do maintenance, only service and environment of care. Yes. Um, I really couldn't. I really wouldn't know where to start. Good luck, sir. Well, I appreciate them looking us up anyway. Excuse me. So yes, here's the bag, right? Get yourself some Essiac tea, 8 herb premium blend. It's great stuff, all right? And enjoy it, all right? It's very good. And I see here that I'm on my last bag. So I think that's a good thing to do because we just enjoyed Easter and now we're in the spring. So this might be a good day to enjoy some Essiac tea. Actually, I have a large pitcher. So I will mix a large pitcher for myself and for my son Kai Kai. Now, of course, I've spoken before about brain training. All right. You can go to mindalive.com and purchase some great products. The David Delight Pro is a brain entrainment device that I use here at the BiomedRx Health Center. It does AVE, audio visual entrainment, which means you see flashes of light from LEDs of differing colors in the left and the right field of vision in both eyes that are meant to entrain the left and right hemispheres of the brain in various frequencies to achieve various brain states, okay? And it's also accompanied by audio entrainment, which is binaural beats and isochronic tones that you are receiving through headphones at the same time, and ear clips that are clipped to your ears are providing cranial electrotherapy stimulation. Now, CES, or cranial electrotherapy stimulation, is what I believe is the most important part of the training that you get from the Mind Alive products, okay? And I believe that, well, it's not even what I believe. There have been hundreds of studies that have proven the efficacy of CES. The Department of Defense is now making it mandatory or trying to make it all you have to do is turn your head away from the mic for 1 second and it'll shut down. Anyway, CES, cranial electrotherapy stimulation, is also a part of the training that is provided through ear clips on your ears on the Mind Alive David Delight Pro and other Mind Alive devices. And I believe it's the most effective, I guess you could say the most effective part of the training, because what it does is it stimulates the production of serotonin, the most importantly, and norepinephrine and epinephrine and all of your endorphins in a perfect balance. So you want to keep your brain trained. You want to entrain your brain as well as you can by doing a type of brain entrainment or using a brain entrainment device that employs cranial electrotherapy stimulation. You can improve the circulation of your brain, and that helps get rid of helps get rid of aches and pains and cravings and you name it. I mean, it's really decadent. I have to say, it's really decadent. The quality of life that you extract from cranial electrotherapy stimulation. Biomagnetic pair, right? Biomagnetic pair therapy. Even if you're not providing therapy per se, even if you're not ill, such as myself right now, I still perform a biomagnetic pair therapy session upon myself in the locations that boost the function of my kidneys, my liver, my pancreas, my lungs, and my bladder. And this is called the top 5 detox. Okay, so by training or boosting these organs, you have to drink a lot of water, of course, before doing biomagnetic pair therapy. But by training on these particular organs, you can actually withstand more toxins than you would have otherwise. But I'm not a drinker, so I wouldn't know. But people who are drinkers know that if you go through the top 5 detox protocol in biomagnetic pair therapy before going out to drink, then you can drink a lot more and you won't have a hangover, and there's a lot of other benefits to it. Melatonin. Okay. Now, excuse me. A lot of people understand the benefits of melatonin. I mean, I'm talking about something that's sold in Walmart. I understand. Try to take melatonin and drip DMSO on melatonin. DMSO is dimethyl sulfoxide. DMSO is a solvent that is found in most trees. It was discovered in Russia in the production of wood pulp, and it's very common. You can purchase very pure, high-grade DMSO at BiomedRx along with the CBD oil products as well. DMSO will soak into and attach itself and bond to the melatonin, or anything actually. And even if you dripped it onto your skin, you could take melatonin or CBD oil or vitamins or any medication through the skin using DMSO as a catalyst. DMSO is that effective at getting things directly into your bloodstream through your skin. However, DMSO is also good at carrying things across the blood-brain barrier. So to increase the absorption and bioavailability of melatonin, I highly recommend you drip a little bit of DMSO on it. Okay. Now, that's about it for this, because for this video, because I think I've already given it about an hour. Let me check it out here. I don't want to wear out my welcome. Okay. And yeah. Oh, what the hell? Let me go on. Okay. Now, I talked about Haritaki, right? Take some Haritaki and rub it on your gums. If you rub your gums with Haritaki, you can manifest wealth. But what you're also going to be doing is you're going to be increasing the oxygen in the blood that is flowing in and to your brain. Okay. And so that is a good way to manifest wealth. It really is. The next thing I want to talk about is ORMUS, orbitally reorganized monoatomic substances. Sometimes it's also referred to as monatomic gold or monoatomic gold. Ormus is a very, very beneficial substance for helping you achieve mental clarity. It's also a good substance for helping the two hemispheres of the brain work in unison with each other more effectively. It's also a very good substance for, gold being the best conductor of electricity, if not one of the best conductors of electricity. It increases the conductivity of your neurons, and therefore it helps to increase your ability to expand your consciousness, to have more of an intuitive experience in life. It's very good. It's very good to take. You have to take it on a regular basis. Don't overdo it, but you have to take it consistently, a little bit every day, and you will find that you will have increased mental stamina and increased mental clarity. You also have to lay off of it, okay, after taking it. You cannot take it consistently forever. It's good to take Ormus and then stop taking Ormus and then take Ormus and then stop taking Ormus. And then you'll figure out your own flow, your own ebb and flow, right, for Ormus. Blackstrap molasses. Blackstrap molasses. Blackstrap molasses is very rich in iron, very rich in copper, very rich in magnesium. It's very rich in many important minerals. And it's very good for returning gray hair back to black. Not really sure what it's going to do for my fatty liver. I'm just going to be honest with you. I have taken blackstrap molasses, and I do take blackstrap molasses from time to time. Now that I've cleansed my gallbladder, I think I'm going to try some more blackstrap molasses. Okay. Diatomaceous earth. Another product that I usually have at hand that I don't have at hand right now. Diatomaceous earth is made of diatoms. Diatoms are fossils of plants. And you know how plants grow with a stalk, right? They have a stem, they have a stalk, right? Trees and stems all grow like tubes. Well, the diatoms, the microscopic diatoms, all have that tube shape. And because they have that tube shape, they tend to scrape. They're very good for cleansing swimming pools. Diatomaceous earth is very good for a lot of things. It's also good for a cleanser of yourself. It's also good to cleanse yourself internally. So it's a good idea to take a teaspoon or a tablespoon of diatomaceous earth and some water and drink it. I wouldn't slam it at the same time that you're drinking bentonite clay or haritaki or anything like that. But you want to space these things out, and you want to make them a part of your life and a part of your health regimen, okay? This is a part of our health revolution. We're taking our health into our own hands. Turmeric or turmeric. I don't know, and I don't care. You can pronounce it however you want. Just take it. Turmeric. It has curcumin. Curcumin is what makes turmeric yellow. Turmeric is great for inflammation. Okay? Turmeric comes in an invisible bag. No, I'm just kidding. This happens to be green like my green screen. But turmeric is great for reducing inflammation. Okay? Look at that beautiful golden yellow color, right? Turmeric. Take turmeric every day. All right? You definitely want to take some turmeric. All right? I take it with my haritaki. You also need to take it with some black pepper to increase the effectiveness and the bioavailability of turmeric. It is a great anti-inflammatory. It's just great for everything. And if you really want to know how I do the Daddy Mac cleanse, is I take some cherry juice and some cranberry juice. I just bought some cherry juice and finished the bottle this morning. And slam down some haritaki, some turmeric, and some black powder with it. and maybe a little bit of Ganoderma as well. And then I get on my inversion table and hang upside down, as I have demonstrated on the BiomedRx channel many times before. Okay, and I highly recommend you go down to the BiomedRx channel and subscribe, by the way, and hit the bell for notifications. And then I take my massager, okay, and massage myself under the liver, the kidneys, okay, the ascending colon, the transverse colon, the descending colon. Very important to massage yourself in the area between your navel and your pubic and your hip bone, your left hip bone, which is the area of your sigmoid colon. That's where your colon comes down and does a little sweep. That's why it's called sigmoid, and named after the sigma shape. And right before it comes down and expels out your waste. So that is an area, because of that curve, that is an area that tends to get a lot of meat and a lot of cheese and a lot of gunk. You know, that's an area for traffic jam, right? So you want to be able to loosen that area up. You want to be able to hit it with a percussive therapy device, especially while the body is confused because you're inverted. When you're inverted, you're no longer being compressed by gravity, but you're actually being stretched. So there's an increase in ability to loosen up dislodged, impacted red meat and other fecal matter that is stuck to the inside of your intestines and your other internal organs. So I highly recommend inversion. I highly recommend percussive therapy. In other words, a vibrating massager, especially the kind that goes in and out like punching, one of those, okay? Because the deeper you dig in while hanging upside down after drinking a belly full of cherry juice with haritaki and turmeric and black powder and Ganoderma, the deeper you dig into your rib cage, under the rib cage, into your liver and into your pancreas and into your gallbladder, the better you're going to give these substances an opportunity to cleanse these organs, and you're going to feel great, okay? And you got to drink down that sucky apple cider vinegar. There's no way around it. You just have to do it, okay? Ionic Foot Detox. Here next to me, I have my trusty Ionic Foot Detoxification machine, and I shall be using her today, complete with, actually, this is my old wristband. I'm going to use it. This is my brand new machine. I'm going to use it with my brand new wristband. And I started using bags with my, nice tight fit. I started using bags with my reservoir, my foot bath. So now I don't have to scrub and clean my foot bath reservoirs every time I do a foot bath. So I highly recommend doing ionic foot baths. I highly recommend doing marathon ionic foot bath sessions, because you will find the same black powder heavy metal detoxification that you find from bentonite clay in the water after your ionic foot bath, but those are only heavy metals. You're also going to find a lot of different, there are charts that will show you the colors of the different toxins and where they are coming from during the ionic foot bath process. So I highly recommend that you get an ionic foot detoxification machine and start doing ionic foot detoxification at home, okay? I'm going to start buying some for my loved ones and giving them as rather expensive gifts, because I do know that regular use of ionic foot detoxification can improve your quality of life and probably extend your lifespan. And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying that in all seriousness. So, ionic foot detoxification it is. And I think that's, well, of course, CBD, but we've already spoken about CBD, right? You guys all know, where to get the great CBD.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Remember to subscribe, right? Hit the like button and all the rest of that, I'm also on Patreon, patreon.com/Devin Lockett and patreon.com/BiomedRx TV. And we not only have CBD oil at BiomedRx CBD, we also have supplements.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I really hope you have a wonderful week. What is this? Yes, this is 4/5. It's 10:49. Yeah, it's just about 11. So thank you guys for joining. I really love you guys always. Remember to stay kind, right? Because kind is really the only thing we can be. All we have is how we are to each other. That's all we have is the spirit that we leave on this earth. And I want to thank my father, Aldine Lockett, for teaching me that. My father was a great man. Anyway, thank you. Okay. And happy birthday to Chia Keo, my son's mother, my son Kai's mother. She's turning today. And I thought I was going to tell everybody that you're 44, huh? Anyway, I want you guys to have a wonderful day. Peace.